Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, it's your boy Anubis, bringing you, I guess, what could be considered another update video to the situation going on with Mutiny. I know I promised many of you guys that I would bring you a video explaining about what happened, but after I calmed down and had a calmer mind and sense of mind frame, I was able to speak to the owner of Mutiny GG and explain some things that wasn't brought to light fully by some other people within the organization, some other things that weren't mentioned by other people that were involved that were outside of the organization. That's about as much as I'm going to disclose for now, guys, so please don't ask me for now, for the time being, what exactly happened, asking for more details or asking for more specifics. At the current point in time, I have the video uploaded to my YouTube channel, but it's in private where nobody can see it yet. I'm giving Mutiny GG a few days here to examine things that I've submitted and to talk to people within the organization and I guess on the outskirts of the organization that were involved. Basically talk to all parties that were involved and came to this decision of having me removed from Mutiny. So with that being said, guys, that's about as much, again, as I'm going to disclose. And if things don't pan out with me, Mutiny, then I will be releasing that video to have you guys understand what happened and try to understand from my perspective how I felt about the situation. And just want to openly admit that the video was made out of anger, and it was made immediately out of haste and anger and really feeling betrayed, But I hope you guys can understand and, bear with me for the meantime while I, just take some time to recuperate from this huge loss and from, just trying to deal and cope with the situation right now. And just, bear with me till I, start streaming again, till I start putting up more content again on YouTube. I know a lot of you guys enjoy what I do, and I know I said some things yesterday about possibly quitting streaming or quitting everything and dropping out of the social media, limelight or the gaming community. That wasn't said with a cool head. That wasn't said in the right frame of mind. But is it still a factor that plays my mind? Yes. It still, upsets me about what happened and just how cold and malice and cruel a lot of the gaming community can be, a lot of people can be, where people think a lot about themselves, aren't willing to support the community or support the organization that they're representing, and just support in general. Support is a huge deal for me because I've gone through so much of my life. I literally have no support behind me besides that of you guys who watch my videos, come to my live streams, that are following me on Twitter, that, follow me on other various applications or social medias, and all I got is you guys to express to and look forward to hearing about comments or hear about how you guys support me in any decision I choose to make, whether it's about quitting streaming or about leaving Mutiny or about rejoining Mutiny or whatever it may be. I need to take the time to look at the positive side of things, that with me leaving Mutiny and being with them for so long proves that I'm a dedicated person to any future organization that may or may not take me on, that, I am very dedicated, I'm very loyal, I'm very motivated, very driven. Yes, I do have some mental health issues. Sometimes I get a little dark and dismal and I have my off days, especially with my life being such a roller coaster. And right now my mom, not doing well and dying before my eyes. And desperately right now, desperately, I cannot emphasize that enough, desperately trying to raise money for her is a huge thing right now, and that's mostly, I guess, that's what's blinding me from making the right decisions, and I guess what has led me to making some maybe bad decisions that could possibly, but highly unlikely, reflect badly upon the Mutiny GG organization during its time of reconstruction and rebuilding and rebranding and everything else that they're attempting and trying to do. But next time I know to kind of bite my tongue more, not get so close to people, and not let people so close into my life from an organization. I know there's a lot of good, caring people out there that don't mind kind of being close and doing certain things for me because that's in their nature. You know, they don't mind the fact that, yeah, okay, they're a gamer and they're trying to grow a certain type of brand, but they don't mind occasionally putting out a tweet for me saying, hey, you know, go check out this guy's GoFundMe page. If you can spare anything, even if it's just $1.50, it'd be a huge help. If you can't spare anything, you know, just retweet my tweet, retweet his tweet, you know, tell some friends and family about it. I mean, like, that's all I've been asking you guys really and honestly to do. But like I said, times have gotten dark and desperate, and I've noticed that, you know, I've been becoming real desperate. And you guys know me, for most of you that have known me for a long time now, they've been coming to my streams, they've been watching my YouTube videos. I don't really go out my way and asking for things. I don't go and try to falsely advertise or try to purposely encourage people to give me money for just random things. Usually when I ask for money, it's for something very dear and very personal, and that it's something that, you know, I need help with. You know, and like when I was homeless, you know, that was a very huge thing where, you know, like, I was struggling, I needed help. You know, it was hard to find a job, it still is. Have I been looking for a job lately? No. Lately I've been really depressed, really stressed out. And again, that probably played part into my termination with Mutiny. But, you know, you, like I said, put yourself in my shoes, guys, where you have a family member or a loved one, girlfriend, your kid, your wife, your brother, sister, aunt, nephew, niece, whoever. Somebody that you're very close to, somebody you're attached to. And, you know, watching them die little by little every day before your eyes, watching them become less of a human than what they were, becoming pretty much just a pile of nothingness and literally wasting away. And it is just at that point where, you know, right now I'm desperate and I am outreaching to people who are, if they, you know, saying they got money, I'm going to be asking them for money. And now, is that something that's professional or respectable in the community? Obviously not in some people's eyes. But when desperate times call for desperate measures, that's my view on it. You know, when your mom or dad, sister, your own child, your wife is dying, you're going to do whatever it takes, whether it means working extra hours at a job, whether it means, you know, robbing a bank. I mean, that's obviously a little extreme. I doubt anyone's going to go that far. But I mean, you know, when you have someone with a serious problem and that's dying and you want to try to save that person's life, you're going to kind of go out of your comfort zone and out of the normal and what a lot of people frown upon which is asking for money, asking people for help. You know, I mean, I don't personally see what the problem is with just simply retweeting a tweet, even though if that's not something you want your page to be about, or, you know, that's not the kind of thing you're trying to represent or grow on your own personal brand or on your Twitter. For me, you know, you see somebody in need, somebody struggling, you know, if you can't spare anything, the least you could do is retweet. You know, that's the very least you could do just to help spread the word, spread awareness. You know, go to your church, tell your church about it, maybe just pray, you know, say, hey, look, you know, I was at church this past Sunday, I prayed for you. Like, there's other things you can do, guys, that maybe instead of a retweet, you could say, hey, you know, look, I shared your thing on my Facebook, or I just told my mom and dad about it, or I told my wife, or I told my father-in-law, or I told, you know, my aunts or something, you know, like, you helped spread the word in some way where other people who may be more comfortable and willing to help will help, you know, because I'm desperate and I can't say that enough and emphasize that enough. That's all I got for you guys today. I'm sorry for such the ramble and ranting and just going around in circles. I just kind of wanted to make this video to say sorry for things I might have said that were really bad yesterday on Twitter, for things that I may have done that harmed people, that may have hurt other people's, I guess, reputation, or hurt other people's Twitter by making a retweet or a post about something or whatever. When you're desperate, you know, what choices do you have laying out before you? So just keep that in your mind, guys. That's all I got for you today. I'm not going to do my outro. I will talk to you guys another day, another time.